once met a guy at a campground who found out my friend and I were songwriters. His curiosity lit up and he jumped right in with those usual questions. Hey man, where do you get your melodies from? How do you write your lyrics? Does it hurt to sing about your ex-lovers all the time? We played along offering answers where we could, but those questions are super slippery. Songs ain't built as much as they're followed. Some arrive like birds landing in your hands, others you have to trail through the woods, hoping they don't disappear. Eventually he leaned in and said, I gotta tell you guys something. He dropped his voice like a kid telling a secret. Man, I'm a songwriter too. Then he pulled out his phone and started playing us his songs one after another. Each one was completely different. There was a death metal track about a guy named Henry who had hemorrhoids, a pop country song about a girl named Eagle Breath, and a disco anthem about monks dancing on mushrooms. None of it made sense to us. There was no voice running through it, no thread tying it together. It felt like flipping through someone's record collection, where every track was desperately trying to be a hit, but each one was missing something. Technically they sounded fine, but they felt hollow. We kept asking him how he wrote them, what his process was. He would mumble something and we couldn't quite catch it, but eventually we figured it out. He used an AI website, typed in song titles and prompts and the style of this and about this, and then the system went ahead and generated the music and lyrics for him. So we sat there for a half an hour listening to music the way you might stare at a bag of chips in a vending machine. Wrapped and labeled and technically edible, but there was no sunlight, there was no warmth, and it was missing the spark of youth or the weight of wisdom. It had the shape of a song, yes, but it lacked something vital. It lacked the sunlight for the heart and the blood for the bones. It was just there. After he left, my friend picked up a guitar and played a C chord, just a simple C chord. But that one chord cracked the air open. You could hear the woods speak, the strings whispering like they remembered something ancient, like 1,000 birds flying in. Even the fire seemed to turn its head to listen. We didn't need to say a word. We just played, because we knew something real had to be made right then. Not just played, but made. Something with marrow in its bones. Something with blood in its heart. Now I've spoken with many songwriters since, and the worry's always close to the surface. This quiet dread that AI is coming for the sacred. That soon no one will care whether a song was crafted by hand or heart or typed into a box. I get it. I really do. I've been catastrophizing about this for years. But during all that, I've learned this. As human beings, we crave touch. We crave stories. We crave images. We crave symbols. We crave honesty. But really, we crave that crack in a voice that tells us someone's heart is caught in their throat. And yes, AI is here. It's becoming part of a toolkit, another instrument in the shed. And it can mimic. It can echo. Sometimes it can even fool the ear. But it cannot ache. It cannot long. And longing has always been the blood of songs. I think in the future, people will grow tired of pressing buttons and receiving songs like receipts. They'll start to hunger for something else, something alive, something not quick, convenient, and disposable. They'll find themselves gathering around campfires again, breathing in the scent of oak and pine, feeling the warmth from the strings of an instrument and the unpolished beauty in a human voice. And they'll be there not for the digital spectacle, but to hear someone who's climbed a mountain and came back with a song, not a file. And as this fear does come true, and AI does take over, and the world becomes too fast, too bright, too digital, and that constant stream of data has drained everyone from dreaming, one of us will stumble into a clearing, a campfire, a circle of strangers armed with instruments, and they'll hear a single C chord ring out, and they'll weep and they'll start to cry. Not because it's perfect, not because it sounds exactly like it does on the internet, but because it's alive, because it's beautiful, because it's honest, and because it's real.